Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing first play is Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. We can look at this Bronco defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. On first down, Samuel. He completes it to Tompkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain on the play there, second down. The Broncos did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Samuel. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And that one blown up quickly as as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
To throw on second down, Samuel. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Samuel. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This defense for the Broncos, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Herbert going to change the look. From the 44, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Up the middle they go. Lawton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
put it in trash can, Jay.
A little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Samuel. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wolf. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third down and 6. Back to throw. Samuel. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Herbert. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run on first down. Lawton, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
So the completion good for 6 yards.
Yes.
That'll leave him with a
Come here.
just a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st down, Lawton. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards the pickup.
James, what can's that?
So many times in my
all right, lock that door.
Just talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down. Samuel. But it's caught. Tompkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Operating from the gun. Samuel looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, Samuel. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Samuel. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Wolf. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert off of play action. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Herbert on 1st down now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And this play still live. He faked the spike and throw it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Under pressure, they got him again. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Samuel. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wolf. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Wolf. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2nd down now, it's Wolf. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Samuel. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
McDonald's. No. Yeah.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. This 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On first down, Lawton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 43, here's second and a couple. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember
Get that water.
watching
Put it in the
teams
center.
play. The ball might be on the ground
Put
a
that water
number of
there.
times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Yeah, put it back in there so you don't spend it more.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. There he goes, left side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a great effort there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic
get the towels here.
and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Hey, stop. Stop.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Rush coming for Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw.
Can you get cash and Cheetos on the table, please?
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Lawton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point forthcoming.
Yeah, you can have one.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Broncos 10, Chargers 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Wolf. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Complete right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And now an audible here into something else. On second down now, it's Wolf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Samuel. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit.
It's so long to press
They're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Off the bootleg, Samuel. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and forever. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Now the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, good move. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line, touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, 34 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 30. The 40's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
So move on your ass,
A
dude.
gain of 28 yards
doing
there
like that?
the first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, Samuel. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Wolf. And room there to work it inside the 25. 119 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
Man, make a throw, bro.
Towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Completes it to Perry. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Broncos. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 45-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Denver, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for L.A., the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.